Hey guys, Carlo from Carlo's Auto Detailing here. Thanks for tuning in to another video. Today's video is going to be on the topic of how much money I make as a mobile detailer in 2020. We're going to be talking about the best business practices for when, I was first starting out as a mobile detailer, and how you as a mobile detailer, when you're either first starting out or if you're looking to improve, how much you charge, or maybe find out what another detailer's business is kind of like, you can use this video for how much I charge as a mobile detailer to help you out. So thank you if you've chosen to subscribe, and if not, make sure you do that. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, share with your friends in the detailing community, and so you can stay up to date on the channel and everything all about the detailing world. So let's get started. I also wanted to give a huge shout out to my subscribers who have stuck with me and stuck with the channel. Thank you so much, you guys. It means the world to me and really helps me support my new business. My older pet room videos are now back public and live on the channel, so feel free to check those out. And if you're new to the channel and haven't seen those ones either, those are some really great videos about my previous business where I actually owned and operated an animal rescue. Here's a fish tank that I currently have left from that, actually. And so if you want to check out those videos, they will be down in the description and below as well. So, how much do I make as a mobile detailer, and how much, do I charge as a mobile detailer in 2020? When I first started out, and I was still in college at the time, I was doing this job and this gig, on summers and whatnot, just to basically earn some income when I was out of school, I charged a lot less, obviously, than what I am charging now per detail. And the reason for that was because I didn't need to. I didn't need to charge a crazy amount of money. It was just me. I was by myself. And so I didn't need to charge what some of these big, large shops were charging. And that actually worked greatly to my benefit. I had lots of customers and lots of clients come in from, many years of having gone to a detailer that may have been charging upwards of $300-400 for the same thing that I was doing. When I first started out, I actually worked on a package type system, and I offered various packages for specific needs for each vehicles. And sometimes what I would do is I would recommend specific packages to specific cars, or if I had a conversation with the customer, and that's key is conversation, I would say, you know what, your car doesn't actually need the top tier package. I can certainly do it for you if you'd like, but if you want to start off with this basic tier package and then move on later if you find that your car needs it, or you want to come back and get even more detailed. Mind you, I didn't really know what detailed meant at that time and my point in my business. I would say, stick with your basic package. So here's kind of what my packages look like. Package number 1, a basic vacuum, a basic, wipe down of all the plastics and interior panels, and then what I would do is I would maybe do a little bit of light steam cleaning, no stain removal, no salt removal, nothing like that. I'm basically just vacuuming up the entire car. I did the interior windows, I did the mirrors, I put some protectant down on there, I put some deodorizer down on there. It wouldn't take me very long, you guys. It would take me maybe about an hour or so. And to be honest with you, I only charged $35 for that package when I first started out. It wasn't taking me very long. I said, $35 for about an hour's of work worked very well for me. This is my second tier package. So my second tier package got a little bit more detailed. Maybe I would start to do some stain removal. Maybe I would start to do some carpet extraction. I would do some, some steam cleaning. I would get rid of a little bit of those salt stains. Nothing too major. Just for maybe cars that had extremely dirty rubber mats, or, specific things that needed a little bit more work than the basic tier package. This I would typically spend about, maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours on. Not that long, but still a decent amount of time for what it was. And I was doing that for a while, and what I was charging was $50 for that package. Again, for me, when I'm first starting out and I'm a college student, and these people who have gone to other large, big businesses have just been used to being, or to paying maybe upwards of $300, the bang for your buck just kind of made sense. And, again, as someone who was starting out in the mobile detailing world, charging this much just made sense for me. Not to say that, in your area things might be the same, they might be totally different, but if you're still learning and your customers know that and you have a conversation with them, you're going to build up your clientele, and guess what? They're going to follow you until you start charging basically what I charge now. Those higher prices, those more detailed packages, and those more detailed services that you now offer in your business. They're going to follow you through that because they've been with you on that journey from when you started off on that $35 package, on that $50 package. This was my next package. This was the next tier, level 3 package that I started to offer. Yes, it was $70. It was about 2 hours of work. I did everything. I did, of course, everything that I mentioned before, the windows, the panels, the dash, protectant, steam cleaning, stain removal, everything like that. Again, it was $70. And to me, at that point, $70 for 2 hours of work, I would stop myself at 2 hours of work because I knew that that's how much I wanted to work for that time. I would stop myself and I'd say, you know what, that's a job well done. That's what the customer should expect. I'd have a conversation with them. Hey, this is what I got done in that time. We did a really, really good detailed work. This is my top tier package. And at the time, I was very proud of it. I was proud to offer that service and to do what I did for those customers. Now, back in the day, I would have considered that to be detailing. Nowadays, I would not have considered that to be detailing. And the reason is, I didn't have a lot of the tools that I had back then. And, not to say that you need the most expensive tools. I actually have a video down in the description below that you can check out that'll basically show you some of the best tools that I use for my mobile interior detailing on a budget. And things that don't have to cost, hundreds and hundreds of dollars, and still a lot of the tools that I use to this very day. But as I was saying, I didn't need to charge that much. I was a student. I didn't have, a big shop. I was doing it on the go out of my small 4-door sedan, and I was focusing specifically on interior details. And that was another thing that kind of really, really helped me out. I was focusing on specifically cleaning the interior of a lot of cars, and I did only interior work for a long, long time. After a while, I started to offer in wash and wax services. I started to offer in buffing services, polishing, all that kind of stuff, compounding, paint correction, that kind of thing. And that's when I saw my business really start to take off, because not only did I find out that the clients that I had that, maybe I was cleaning the interiors of their minivans that they were used to paying, other shops to do that, and they're starting to come to me, they also had, their Mercedes that they drove on the weekends to come in the garage and for me to work on. They had their classics, that they would like me to see if I could do some paint correction on it or to do some extreme detailing on it, maybe get it back to life, bring this old car back to life with my mobile detailing. And another good thing about, being honest with your customers and your clients and having a conversation with them about what their car needs and what you can offer them and what your services are compared to maybe some of these other shops. Another good thing about that is they know what to expect. You become the expert in the sense that you can tell them what's best for their car. You can be the dictator of the detail. That's how I like to think about it. And, that's really super beneficial when you maybe run into some issues, some problems. You're alone working for the day. You don't have any help. For me, I was just, a student trying to pay some bills, buying those textbooks, buying food, buying groceries, and this detailing job had supported me all throughout my student life. And I was really, really extremely thankful for all my customers and clients that helped build me up to what I am now. And now I can charge upwards of $500, for, basic paint correction, or maybe like a polishing, a waxing, something that's super, super detailed. And I've had the pleasure of working on some amazing cars, and they have come to me and I have gone to them. And that's why, starting off small and learning as you go can be extremely beneficial. Just make sure you're having that conversation with your clients. Make sure you're telling your customers that. Be honest with them, right? And that's why I like to test out and use so many of these different products that I do, because I like to do things as fast as possible and with the best quality. That way I'm maximizing my time and my effort, and I'm getting an extremely good outcome for the customer, and I'm making sure that that customer is satisfied. So that's what I used to charge back then. What do I charge now? Let's take a look. I kind of mentioned before that I can charge upwards of $500, and you know what? It took me a long time to get to that point where I felt confident enough in my services and to know that that's what they're worth. And that's the next thing that I want to talk to you guys about. Knowing what your service is worth. Your time is money, and if that's the case and you know that it is, why are you not doing the best job that you can or charging, the most you think that you can for a specific job? Obviously, as a detailer, we all know that paint correction can be some of the most profitable work, but it is also the hardest work, right? And there are courses and places and things you can go to and spend thousands of dollars learning how to do paint corrections and other jobs, but you want my personal advice? Practice on your own car. It's free. Your car's right there. Test on your own vehicle. I mean, why not? If a customer has a car that he says, you know what, if you can bring this thing back to life, try it out. Do the best that you can. Don't charge him as much as you would charge someone else down the line for when you actually know what you're doing, but slowly use that to build yourself up and use that as a steady incline to grow your business to where it can be at. Just like how I'm at today. I started down here. My basic package was $35. I would never charge that again in a million years, but I had to be there. I had to get there at some point in order to be kind of where I am now. And that's another thing, right? That growth is going to help you, and there's always room for growth. There's always room to improve your services, and so I'm constantly testing products. I'm constantly showing you guys lots of new things you can do, not only on a budget, but also, that are easy to work with. I have a couple of other videos down in the description below of basically a new pressure washer that I had found for under $100 and a steam cleaner that I had found for under $100. Also, the very new Bissell Little Green. I just reviewed that, so that video is in the description as well below if you want to check those out. Now's a good time to remind you guys, if you're still here, please subscribe to the channel. If you've watched this, you're serious about detailing and you want to know these tips and tricks and basically the whole experience I have had as a mobile detailer these past years. And I want to be able to share that with you guys. So if you could like this video, give it a thumbs up, even if you just have a small business or you like to hear about small businesses and how, people grow and people change. That's a huge part of this as well. And I want to be able to share that with you guys. So thank you so much if you've chosen to subscribe. It really helps out my business and it really supports my channel growth as well. Alright, in closing, what you charge is totally up to you. I can make $100 an hour now doing interior detailing. I can make $70 an hour doing interior detailing. Or I can make $500 for one job on an exterior work, whether that be paint correction, whether that be another exterior service. My exterior work tends to be a little bit more depending on what's needed for every car. But that's what I can do now because I started small. I learned. I grew from this small starting point of a student doing it out of his home garage, doing mobile detailing, wherever he could find it, using his customer's water, using his customer's electrical source. I was doing all that stuff, and to be quite honest with you, I'll still do that sometimes. If I have a customer who says, I don't mind if you use my water, I don't mind if you use my power, great. All the more reason for me to test my products out at these details, during these details, to show you guys what's up and what's going on with these products and how I can help you guys with your either mobile detailing business or your business in general if you have something to do with deep cleaning, interiors, carpet cleaning. All of these products and other things apply. So be sure to stay tuned for more videos and more content coming up soon. And you know what? I'm going to actually have more detailing videos soon. Right now we're in the thick of winter still. I'm hoping it goes away soon. We've had some really, really nice days here so far in Ontario, but it is back to slush and snow and cold. So obviously it is off season for detailing right now. I am not doing a whole lot of detailing, but when I am, I will be showcasing those videos. So make sure you check out these videos right down here below. And thank you so much for watching. This was Carlo from Carlo's Auto Detailing. Please hit like, please hit subscribe, share this video with your detailing community, and I will see you next time.